Hello everyone, this side Neetu Singh, Assistant Professor of Indraprastha Law College. So, in this subject, Indian Judicial System, the topic of this lecture is appointment of judges in High Court and Supreme Court. So, let's start with the lecture. Appointment of judges, when we are talking about the appointment of judges, so उससे पहले अगर हम बात करें तो basically the three main pillars of democracy वो कौन से हैं? These are legislature, executive and judiciary. Judiciary is what? Judiciary is the guardian of law. So the relationship between judiciary and constitution is that the constitution empowers judiciary to act as the guardian of this of the law. Therefore, in common language, we can say that judiciary is itself a constitution, but this does not mean that the court have unlimited power, because in India, the doctrine of constitutionalism is also applied. And there are a number of provisions which especially deals with the Indian judiciary role, power and functions and appointment of officers under the Constitution of India. प्रोविजंस हैं आपके पार्ट 5 में चैप्टर 4 डील्स विद द यूनियन जुडिशरी, सुप्रीम कोर्ट, अपॉइंटमेंट एंड रिमूवल, रोल एंड फंक्शंस, एंड पार्ट 6 chapter 5 deals with high court, appointment and removal, role and function, and part 6 chapter 6 deals with subordinate courts. So, judiciary in our country is the main pillar of democracy, which helps in the smooth functioning of democracy. Judges are the main aspects of the judiciary. So, there are many famous judges in our country who have brought out a lot of changes through their judgments, which led to the overall development of this country. So basically, various provisions of our Indian Constitution deals with the appointment of judges, which has to be followed in every aspect of appointment. Exactly. So when we are talking about the appointment of judges in the high courts, then there are some qualifications, and these qualifications regarding the appointment are provided in Article 217. So according to this article, the person appointed must be a citizen of India, and the person appointed should have held a judicial office in the territory of India for at least 10 years. And the person appointed should have been an advocate in the high court for at least 10 years. So these are the basic qualifications for the appointment of any high court judge. Okay, so what is the procedure? So the procedure is given in the Article 217. So Article 217 of the Indian Constitution provides the procedure regarding the appointment of judges in the high courts. According to this article, the appointment can be done only after consulting the Chief Justice of India and the government of the state. The appointment of judges other than the Chief Justice can be done after consulting the Chief Justice of the High Court, and the provisions under this article must be followed even while appointing the additional judges according to Article 224. The judges appointed must take an oath before the governor of the state according to Article 219, and the oath must be according to the form that is provided for the purpose in the third schedule. All these things आपने पढ़ी होंगी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में भी इससे पहले. ठीक है, सेम चीज आपको एग्जैक्टली यहाँ पर आपके सिलेबस में मेंशन है. इंडियन जुडिशियल सिस्टम के 10th सेमेस्टर के सिलेबस में मेंशन है अपॉइंटमेंट ऑफ जजेस, जिसमें हाई कोर्ट और सुप्रीम कोर्ट दो के प्रोसीजर्स क्या हैं, उनकी बेसिक क्वालिफिकेशंस क्या हैं, और ये सारी चीजें आपको इसमें देखनी होंगी. एंड व्हाट इज द सैलरी स्ट्रक्चर? Salary for the judges. Article 221 of the Indian Constitution provides various provisions regarding the salaries of High Court judges. The salaries shall be determined by the Parliament by law, and until the provision on the behalf is made, the salaries provided in the second schedule must be followed. And the article also says that the judges are entitled to receive pension and allowance, which is decided by the Parliament, and it varies from time to time. It's a general thing. So you must aware about the आर्टिकल्स मेंशन कहाँ पे है, अपॉइंटमेंट ऑफ जजेस, क्वालिफिकेशन कहाँ पर मेंशन है, प्रोसीजर क्या है, और सैलरी का जो प्रोविजन है एग्जैक्टली वो क्या है. सो मूविंग टू नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. Procedure for appointment of additional and acting judges, this is the important thing. So जो आपके appointment of additional judges is governed by article 2 to 4 of the Indian Constitution. The state government should obtain the permission and sanction of central government in order to create a post for additional judges and for appointing additional judges. And article 224 also deals with the appointment of acting judges. They are appointed for a period of 3 months. The member of the bar are not preferred for the appointment. So अगर मैं हाई कोर्ट जजेस की बात करूं तो यहाँ पर आर्टिकल 217 जहाँ पर आपको क्वालिफिकेशंस मिल रही हैं, एंड अगेन प्रोसीजर आपका आर्टिकल 217 में ही प्रोसीजर भी है, जिसमें आर्टिकल 224 और 219 भी मेंशन्ड है. अगेन आर्टिकल 221 में सैलरी से रिलेटेड चीज़ें हैं, और एडिशनल जजेस या फिर एक्टिंग जजेस के अपॉइंटमेंट के लिए जो आर्टिकल है दिस इज 224. Next is when we are talking about the judges of the Supreme Court. तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट के जजेस के लिए जो क्वालिफिकेशन है दीज आर गिवन इन आर्टिकल 124 ऑफ द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. सो आर्टिकल 124 प्रोवाइड सम क्वालिफिकेशंस. वो क्या है? द रिकमेंडेड पर्सन मस्ट बी अ सिटीजन ऑफ इंडिया, दे शुड नॉट बी अबव 65 years of age, and they must have been a judge of one or more high courts continuously for 5 years, and they must have been an advocate in the high court for at least 10 years. The recommended person must be a distinguished jurist in the opinion of the president. So these are the qualifications for Supreme Court judge. Next is procedure. Procedure is given in article 124. So article 124 of the Indian Constitution deals with the appointment of chief justice and judges of the Supreme Court. chief justice से related भी जो procedure है वो article 124 में है, और Supreme Court का भी. So the collegium system is still followed for the appointment of the judges. As we all know, article 124 of the Constitution says only 7 judges can be appointed in the Supreme Court, and the appointment can be increased when the parliament deems it to be necessary, and the president has the power to appoint judges after consulting the chief justice of India. So article 127 of the Indian Constitution deals with the appointment of ad hoc judges in the Supreme Court. जैसे अभी आपने हाई कोर्ट के लिए हमने देखा, सेम वैसे यहाँ पर सुप्रीम कोर्ट में भी प्रोविजंस हैं. नेक्स्ट, सैलरी. द सैलरीज ऑफ द सुप्रीम कोर्ट जजेस को डिटरमाइन करने के लिए आर्टिकल 125 में दिया गया है इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में, और द सैलरीज डिटरमाइंड बाय द प्रेसिडेंट by law, and if provisions are not made clear, the salary mentioned in the second schedule must be provided. So अपॉइंटमेंट ऑफ एक्टिंग चीफ जस्टिस एंड एड हॉक जजेस जो भी हमने बात करी, तो वो कहाँ पर कौन से शेड्यूल आर्टिकल में मेंशन है? आर्टिकल 126 ऑफ द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन डील्स विद द अपॉइंटमेंट ऑफ एक्टिंग चीफ जस्टिस, and article 127 deals with the appointment of ad hoc judges. According to this article, ad hoc judges can be appointed in various situations, like when the quorum of judges of the Supreme Court are not available to hold or continue any session of the court, then random situations की बात है यहाँ पे, then it is the duty of the chief justice to appoint ad hoc judges with the consent of the president of India. So this is the article 124 is what is talking about the qualifications of the Supreme Court judges. Again, article 124 में क्या मेंशन है? प्रोसीजर फॉर द अपॉइंटमेंट ऑफ द सुप्रीम कोर्ट जजेस, एंड आर्टिकल 125 फॉर द सैलरी ऑफ द सुप्रीम कोर्ट जजेस, एंड आर्टिकल 126 and 127 is talking about the appointment of acting chief justice and ad hoc judges. So in this lecture we discussed about the appointment procedure and qualifications of High Court judges and Supreme Court judges. So that's it for today's lecture. We'll continue in our next lecture with a new topic. Thank you so much.